Welcome back, everybody, to the Hard Rundown Podcast, episode 5. We tried to record this earlier, but we did have I had some technical difficulties. My internet being trash as hell
Oh,
lately. Um,
it's all right.
but yeah, today we were planning to do the first 2 games. That idea kind of went out the window. So we're doing the first 4 games now. Denver are leading the series 3-1. I don't think Miami's going to come back. I think it's pretty safe to say that Denver are going to win this series. But we've seen crazier things before. What are your thoughts so far, Locke?
Yeah, it's definitely what we expected going into it. I'm a try to be positive and optimistic for the Heat, but this Nuggets team is just too good, and they suffered all these kind of and they're looking like necessary setbacks over the past couple of years. And oh, for fuck's sake, bro! Oh my god, my Wi-Fi just turns off during the fucking thing. Ah, yeah, and they suffered like over the years, like very annoying setbacks, especially Jamal Murray's injury. And we actually talked about this in the preview of this season. We were like, their window is kind of closing. We wonder if Murray's on the go or Jokic is on the go, but they've stuck together. They've been consistent. Like they've kept their coach, which might be hopefully something that other teams can start looking at, like actually keeping a coach and trusting in them. But yeah, they are just too good. They're one of the best teams I've seen. I think we've seen in the past,
Mm,
decade, genuinely, like team, because defensively they can switch on everything because they know exactly where the help is. And even though Jokic is not a great defender, they do a good
yeah,
job of just making sure that he's not, um, switched out onto the ball handler, or at least if he is, they know exactly where the help is. Like they're set up, they're so perfectly
mm,
um, well run. Like they do remind me of the Spurs in a way. I think they are more um, kind of spontaneous with their play. They're not as structured, but like the Nuggets are just so solid. They have so many sets to run. AG pairing next to Jokic is perfect. And while like Michael Porter Jr. on any other team, you'd be frustrated as hell with him because he just shoots, but it just works. And
yeah.
he does make that extra pass when it needs to happen, but they do allow him to play to his strengths. So yeah, they're insane. There's only one person who's going to determine, I think, the rest of the series, and it's Jimmy Butler.
100%. Yeah,
If anyone's going to come back from 3-1 in this league, it's him or LeBron. Genuinely,
yeah.
like
Mm,
fuck. It's not hasn't been a bad finals yet. It's just we kind of knew this going into it, and it sucks that the
mm,
Heat haven't really put on a show. I don't like that Jimmy just plays the point forward role until he needs to
yeah,
score.
yeah. I
Really
agree.
frustrating. He does that during the season, which is fine if you make the playoffs, but like now you need to be your dominant self. And yeah, I worry it's a bit too late. But hey, it's still possible. Still possible.
I kind of do like the Spurs kind of comparison. They are the same concept on paper, but they're more suited to today's game. I
Mm,
think you've got shooters everywhere. I think, yeah, you're right about Michael Porter Jr. Like any other team, you might get scrutinized, but because he's on the Nuggets, where he's probably the third or fourth option, he can kind of get away with it. Jimmy Butler, he does rely heavily on his role players. Game 1, 3, and 4, he relied on his role players, and they didn't perform. I just think they're 4 role players that played insane in the Celtics series, scored like 3 or 4 points combined. It was an awful first game. 3 and 4, you kind of see a similar pattern. I'm not sure if it's because they're not like they were on such a high, and now it's like now this is the real shit, and they're like can't meet the expectation. I don't know if the Nuggets are just too good of a team.
mm,
They only won game 2 by 3 points.
yeah.
That to me, and that's also because Jamal Murray missed the game tying 3 by not much.
Mm.
this Nuggets team is. I don't want to get too high on the hype train, but this team is one of the most dominant teams I've seen in a long time.
Mm,
They can hit you from everywhere. Underrated defensive team. And they still have this underdog tag on them. They're the best team in the league.
mm,
They're the best team in the league.
yeah.
I don't understand it. How are they still classified? They're still talking about the Lakers. That
Yeah.
was 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Who
How are they
cares?
still talking about the Lakers? No one gives a shit. And like I read something like Mike Malone said to them, "You're up by 3-1 now. You're up 3-1 now, but like play as if you're down 3-1."
Mm,
Like, what is that mentality? Like,
yeah.
they just got this don't give a shit attitude. They're so under they're so underappreciated and underlooked. And I
Mm,
guarantee you, when they win this, it'll still be the same. Nothing's going to change. Next
mm,
season, they'll still pick the Celtics, or they'll still pick the Suns, or like the Lakers. The Nuggets will not be in conversation.
mm,
I'm telling you right now, they'll
mm,
not be in the conversation. They'll still talk about the Bucks. They'll talk about all these teams who flunked it, but the team that has had the best series, they've lost one game at home this entire series, this
mm.
entire playoffs. I do not understand. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
they're
This is
insane.
down. And it's not even just Jokic either. Like they've
No.
got players all over. Bruce Brown can turn it on whenever he wants, and he's got
Mm,
this dog mentality that just like I don't know. Jimmy has to literally drop like 30 or 40 to actually make this like a game. They've lost by more than 10
mm,
in the 3 games they've lost. So yeah, I think they'll bring it back. I think they might win game 5
yeah.
to give the fans some hope, but there's no way they're bringing this series back. There is no way. And I agree, the only people that can do it is Jimmy, LeBron, and probably the Nuggets. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest,
If
because
any
they've done
other
it
team, yeah.
before
Yeah.
twice in the one postseason.
Yeah.
But I just don't. There's no way. There is no way that the Nuggets, this well coached, the team they have, there is absolutely no way on earth that they're going to blow this.
Mm.
And I know we said entertainment value. It's actually going to be. This is a really good finals. I don't know now.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't know.
Nah,
I don't
hasn't
know.
been that
Like
amazing.
on paper, it looked like it was going to be really good.
Mm,
Then the series started, and the role players kind of drift away,
mm.
and it's a very Nuggets series. Like Heat only just won game 2. I see it. I see 5 or 6 still, hoping 6 just so the series can prolong. But I
Yeah,
think Nuggets will be lifting the in the I was about to say premiership, the championship in the next week. I think next few
yeah.
days even.
I think well, two things. Because one, I think, yeah, assuming Nuggets win, they'll get that asterisk on them, like, oh, you beat an eighth seed to
Yeah.
to get there. You were the number one seed. You're expected to win anyways. No, I don't think so. I think the number one seed has
No.
more pressure. We saw the Bucks; they had to go through a eighth seed and lost. Like it really is anyone's game. Um, and but like they're going to have an asterisk on this ring if assuming they get it, which sucks because yeah, they are such a good team and have done it the right way. They've built through the draft. Um, literally their entire, oh no, not entire starting five. Well, three from their starting five, their core, you know, Jokic, Murray, MPJ are from the draft, and you
Yeah.
get Christian Brown. I hear the commentators getting it wrong. I don't even know myself.
Yeah.
But he's a great addition for them, like such a solid role player.
Mm.
Um, they got that. Like they've done it the right way, and they're going to get shut on for it. Same as the Warriors. People continue to
Yeah.
undervalue the Warriors year after year. That's how they won last year because people didn't consider them,
Yeah.
and they were just able to be
100%.
a dark horse. They built through the draft. They went through like the tough years. They dealt with, Clay having his injury and Steph having his injuries and the whole
Hmm.
um, Draymond sagas every time he has a issue. And they dealt with that and they just come out and win. Like a lot of teams just are too impatient and want to play the quick game season after season. Lakers are a great example. They just want to uh
Yeah.
try it, try something for half the season, then trade, then try for the rest of
Yeah.
the season. Like there's not enough cohesion that can happen during that. But Nuggets have got a great identity because they've kept the same squad together.
Yeah, I agree.
And they've chosen their veterans like very, very smart. Like Jeff Green is a great person to have on the team because you know how multifaceted he is, and he's not a locker room. He's not going to get in your face, or he's not
No.
like a locker room cancer or anything. Same as KCP. Like those are guys
Mm,
who show up and just want to play and want to win. They've wanted to win their entire career, and like you could say they've
yeah.
bounced around, but they're guys that are sought after because they are competitors.
Mm.
Um,
And you've got DeAndre Jordan as well. Like I forgot he was
yeah,
playing on the
fuck.
Nuggets.
Oh, exactly,
The dude hasn't played a minute for like half the season. But yeah,
exactly.
I forgot about that.
Do you think if they had Hero and Oladipo, do you think things would be a bit different at this
Mm,
point after Game 4?
that's a good question. I would say maybe they could steal the game.
Yeah.
Series would. I feel like series would be tied right now.
Oh, okay.
But I would still say Denver in
Mm.
like 6. Like I don't even know when Hero's coming back. He was meant to come back game 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Fuck.
They're obviously not in a rush. They're obviously confident without him.
Yeah, I guess.
But sometimes like they've lost all their games by what? 11, 15, 13.
Mm.
Tyler Hero can give you 20 on a given night, on any given night. So
100%.
I think he would make a difference. But again, like if he's playing, some of the other players might not get their love. But those guys haven't been performing.
Exactly.
So it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one. Oladipo, I think they can go without. Like he's a good on ball defender. He's kind of lost that scoring, not lost it, but he's not as um, attacking with the ball. Maybe because of his injury, he doesn't want to. He's a bit cautious now. But no, I think they're definitely missing Hero. I think they could have got a game probably yesterday. Not
Yeah,
yesterday,
fuck.
whatever day it was,
Yeah, a couple of
Saturday.
days ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's a shame.
yeah, I think Denver's going to close this out. Um, yeah, I think next episode we might just kind of not so much talk about the finals, but kind of look ahead and see what the
Mm.
off season looks like. Obviously, there's only going to be like 1 or 2 games to go, so we might just do a quick recap at the start of the episode. But yeah, plenty of off season content to come. We're trying to keep this episode relatively short, just because the internet's been dropping in and out. Might be time to do face to face,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, that is pretty much our finals recap. We'll be back in a few more days and see where the series is at. We might wait till the series is over to record our next one. We don't know.
Mm.
But yeah, thanks everyone for listening, watching on wherever you get your podcasts. Yeah, we
Yeah.
out.
Heat and 7.
Oh, no way, mate. Nah, you can't end on that. Can't end on that. No.
Nah, I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
All
It's
right.
happening.
Okay. All right. Believe what you will.
Yeah.
Peace.
Laters.